Hi Hermits, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dara and today we are going to be doing another bookshelf organisation video. And I know, I do this way too often, but here's the thing. I get bored of looking at my shelves in one particular way. I find myself cluttering them up pretty quickly because I buy so many books. And I just don't have the ideal library setup situation at the moment. So all of my books, apart, not including like the work ones that you can see behind my desk there, but all of my sort of like fun fictional books are in my living room. And I have them spread across different like shelving situations, which I will show you in a moment. But it's not the dream setup, and it's not going to be for a while because we are like renovating and redecorating the house, and the living room, it unfortunately is pretty low on the priority list. So I'm not going to have my dream shelves for quite some time, but I am not going to wait and just sit here hating the look of my books until I've got the dream set up. So what I'm going to do today is try and rearrange some stuff to get the room just feeling a little bit better. So I'm going to move some furniture around. I'm definitely going to be doing some unhauling, and I'm going to rearrange my books. So at the moment, we have 3 big shelves that cross the span of one wall, and that is for all of my unread fiction, poetry, and memoirs. Then we have like a freestanding shelf unit that is for all of my read books. And then we have a freestanding shelving unit that is for all of my classics. And we have a book cart that is sort of my most imminent reads or like seasonal picks, things like that. And yeah, right now, it's just not inspiring me. And I want to feel excited by my books. I want to feel inspired to pick something up instead of thinking, I don't want to read anything because it all looks ugly, so I'm just going to buy something new. Like that's a destructive way of going about my reading career. So all that to say, we are going to try and get the book situation under control. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take me to do this. It's very unlikely that I'll get it all done tonight. It's also unlikely that I'll get it done all this weekend, unless I really just focus on doing that and nothing else. But we'll see. I'm just going to move with my muse, take it easy, and have fun doing this because this gets to be fun. Books are fun, buying books is fun, reading books is fun, rearranging books is fun, and that's why I do it so often. Okay, so you'll have to forgive the lighting in here. It's not a very well lit room, and let's just call it ambience. So these are my 3 shelves of unread fiction. Then down here, like I said, we have the freestanding unit of things that I've read, apart from the Witcher books down here. I haven't read those. Some books that I wanted to send to a friend that I need to get rid of, a couple of end tables, and a chair. Then over on the opposite side of the room, I have a book cart, as well as this little shelving unit here. And what I'm thinking is that I'm going to move this chair in the corner because nobody ever sits there. Like, nobody ever sits there. It's honestly such a stupid place to have a chair. It's not facing the TV. There are like shelves above, like it's not a great place to sit. So I'm going to move my classic shelves over there. I think I'm also going to see if I can have my book cart around there. We're going to just like play around with the furniture itself first and have that set up the way that I want it, in a way that, you know, looks decent and is functional, because I think those 2 things were important. And then once I've got the furniture aligned and ready, then we'll go about dealing with the books. Now, speaking of the books, what I'm going to do first, I say first, like after I've moved the furniture, is I'm going to like go through everything really quickly and grab the things I want to unhaul, because I know there are things that I've already read that I don't want to keep, I know there are things that maybe I have purchased or been given in the past that I don't really have an interest in reading anymore, so I will just like speed through and like clear some space that way before diving deeper in and trying to figure out how I want to arrange things. Now, I'm still undecided. I've had my books in all kinds of configurations in the past. I've done things alphabetically, I've done things by genre, I've done things by colour, I've done things like just ad hoc, and I've done like blends of all of those things. I've I've really done a lot of different methods, and I don't know what I'm feeling right now. I have really enjoyed the sort of slight colour coding, but I found that because I buy a lot of secondhand books and I buy a lot of things with old covers, we don't necessarily have like the nice modern colourful spines to work with, so splitting things by colour just doesn't look as effective. We have an awful lot of neutrals that sort of temper the effect, so I think I'm going to discount colour coding for now. And I'm really not feeling alphabetizing, to be honest. Like, it's just not the kind of mood that I'm in. And then I also don't love genre because I find it really hard to categorize things. Like, a lot of the books that I read could fit in multiple categories, and so yeah, I'm thinking I might just go by random vibes and luck, but we'll see. I'll put some more thought into that and I will let you know. Okay, already I'm liking this more. So I feel like I have like a full-on book corner, even though, you know, it's not the dream shelf setup or anything. I mean, these three I absolutely adore. These are like antique Victorian boards that we turned into shelves. Absolutely love them. But my vision is to have like one long shelving unit here. But you know, like I said, we're making do with what we've got, and I definitely prefer the look of this furniture setup. Ignore the dog hair on the floor. I will be hoovering that up later. But now that I've moved the furniture, I am going to start unhauling. I'm going to start cleaning because these shelves need a good dust and polish and all of that stuff. And yeah, we'll do the thing. Okay, I've taken the bulk of my books off the shelves now. Everything from these main 3 TBR shelves are stacked up in different vibes and themes on the floor. I've left a lot of my red books just on these little shelves, and also my classics there, just because I don't have a ton of floor space. But I'm going to go now and just start playing around with how I want them to look. I'm still very undecided. Like, I haven't really got a vision in my mind of what I'm going to put where or anything like that, which is not usually the case. Like, usually when I'm reorganizing my bookshelves, I know exactly like what I'm doing and where things are going and what my system is, but this time it's anyone's guess. So I am going to time lapse it because otherwise it's going to be seriously long. I'm going to put some Buffy on and I'm going to drink some tea while we play around with the books. So check in with you soon. Another day, another one of Tom's jumpers. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have worn the white one to do like all of the cleaning and like moving things around, because it's not currently white anymore. But anyway, that's what washing machines are for. I wanted to give you a really quick overview of the bookshelves because I did finish rearranging them all last night. Unfortunately, my phone battery conked out and stopped recording, and I'm not sure when, so some of this might be a surprise to you, but there we go. I'm not going to do like a super in-depth tour of everything and all of the sections right now, just because otherwise I think this video would last a lifetime. But if that's something that will be interesting for you, then by all means let me know in the comments and I will do that. And also let me know if you would prefer a video where it's one like full-on book tour, or if you would want me to do just like shorter videos for individual sections, because I'm down for whatever. Just let me know your preference in the comments and I will do that. Okay, so here we go. We have the main shelves here, which they just feel a lot more dynamic now. Like, I like it when I can have like some books stacked, some, you know, interspersed with like candles and little trinkets, and then some facing out. Just feels, I don't know, it feels more cozy. It feels more library-like. And I don't, obviously not like a public library, but old school library kind of vibes, like home library. Ultimately, I would like these shelves to feel a little bit more spacious. Obviously, everything is crammed in very much at the moment because I just have a lot of books. But when I read more things, I will happily unhaul more things. Like, you know that I only keep things that I'm going to reread again and again. So if I read something and it's not like a definite reread, then it just goes to a new home. So we should have some space on these shelves sooner rather than later. So these are the three main shelves. And then we have our freestanding one, which you can see is mostly full of series at this point. We have the cart, which is kind of like my imminent reads. We have my stack of kids books right here, which I'm thinking I am going to box up and maybe put in the basement or the attic, just because I'm not particularly in the mood to reread any of these in the near future. But I do want to like keep them in my possession just for when I have kids. So yeah, I'm happy to like pack those away. And then we have this little standing bookshelf, which is a combination of historical fiction, thrillers, and some non-fiction. Oh, and my Jane Austen collection randomly, because that's where it would fit. But there we have it, my little reading corner, feeling much more put together. I'm much happier with it. And now I'm feeling inspired to get reading again, which is the point of this. So there you have it, guys, another bookshelf organisation over and done with. I need to stop doing this every couple of months, in all honesty, but what I will say is I'm getting quicker. This one was done in one evening, so practice makes perfect, as they say. Anyway, I have nothing more to say on this matter for now, so I'm gonna love you and leave you. Go have a fabulous rest of your day. Make sure you hit subscribe if you don't want to miss my next upload, and I will see you there.